Okay, everybody, we're gonna get started. We're gonna start up with our warm-up, and then we're gonna go into our Tabata. Just for those of you who haven't done it before, I'm sure everybody has, but it's basically 20 seconds of work and then 10-second recovery, and then we keep going. So we repeat the exercise 8 times. I'm gonna change it up a little bit today. We're gonna do combination exercises. So you'll do 4 of one and 4 of another. So we're gonna switch it up. So you'll find that you're doing different exercises, not repeating the same one for the same 4 minutes, more like 2 minutes per exercise. And then just watch for a change next week. We're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna move away from Tabata and do more upper body, lower body work, and then core work, and then get a little bit of an extended stretch. So give me feedback on that. See how you feel about that little change up. So we'll start that in November and see how it goes. Okay, you guys ready to go? Starting with nice soft knees, really bend and engage your knees. So even adding a little bit of a lift and a bounce, it's like you're telling your knees that they're getting ready to be loaded and keeping them nice and soft. Okay, let's find that down point. Make sure they're really, really bent. Now, lift up through your spine, engage the belly button, draw it in, and big inhale, and big exhale. Deep inhale, and big exhale. Big inhale, and big exhale. We're gonna do one more. Deep inhale, and exhale. Now we're gonna work on one side, elbow up and reaching down the leg. Gentle, gentle reach. Keep that core nice and engaged. Keep the chest open. We're gonna slowly warm up that lower back and get some mobility into your spine.
Now, if you're really flexible, you might be able to reach all the way down, a lot further than I am. Feel free to do that. Remember to lift the opposite elbow towards the ceiling. So I want you to just start feeling some mobility. And it's really key that you keep your knees really soft and bent during this one so that your lower body is really stable. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to come back to center right here. And I want you to roll your shoulders back. On this one, I want you to focus on the lift in the shoulders. The lift in the shoulders. One more right here. One more. Center your body. One hand on the thigh. Elbow starts to lift and gently moving that waist. Center and then side. Center and side. Now, if you're more flexible, you go deeper. If you're not, you don't go so deep. So even if your movement is very small, it doesn't matter. I just want that engagement in the lower back, and I want some mobility in your spine. Before we start loading, just keep it warming up, reaching down. You're going to notice on these cold days that your warm-up is really essential. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and return to center. Now, lift up and roll forward. Lift up and roll forward. Be aware that your shoulder blades come apart. More distance between the shoulder blades when you roll forward. 1 more. Right here, back to center. Let's reset. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now, I want you to focus on that lower body. Just step it in. Keep the body nice and tall. Engage your spine and keep that abdomen strong and supportive. Really focusing on supporting that lower back through movement. Now, relax your arms. Take your heel forward. Gentle tap. Nice work. Now take the knees straight up. And track your knees forward. Make sure they're tracking forward. We're going to continue lifting our knees, but we're going to angle our knees to the corners. Ready? Open up. Open up that hip. Keep the focus on lifting the lower body, warming it up, but engaging through the core. And just let your shoulders settle down. Keep that spine long. Let's go forward for 4. And then to the corner for 4. Feel the difference in that movement. Forward and to the corner. Last time, forward and then to the corner. Coming back to that step touch, now start to use the arms. Bend the elbows, cross the arms in front, and create some tension. You're going to notice when you do that you come into a little bit of a forward flexion. That's okay. You're supporting that lower back. You're drawing in that belly button. So it's okay to hinge forward slightly. Now take the heel forward and pull down. Big, strong arms. Use your fingers. Create a fist on that pull down. Hands above the head. Hands always in front. There you go. Now bend the elbows. Take the arms out. And lift the knees forward. That's it. Nice work. Getting that whole body warmed up together. We're going to slow down the arms and release them. Focus on the corners now. Lifting up. 4, 3, 2, and back to center with those crossovers. Now I want you to take your heel to the bottom and press back. Long, wide fingers. Imagine that you're pulling through concrete, thick concrete. It hasn't set yet, but it's thick and it's hard. So imagine pulling through. Pull, 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 pull. That's it. You're warming up your shoulders. Do you feel it? Yeah. And that upper back. We're also warming up the hamstrings. 4, 3, back to center step touch. Now we're gonna lift the knee to the side. In 4, 3, 2, lift the knee right here. 4 more. Back to center, cross. We're gonna do the other side. In 4, 3, 2, right here. Let's take it up. 4 more. Back to center. To the side, right here. 4 more. And center. Other side. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold it to the center. Hold it right here. Holding. Holding. Now bring it to the butt. Lift up. That's it. We're going to add this on. Ready? Back to center. 4, 3, 2. Center right here. 4, 3, 2. Knee lift. 4, 3, 2. Center. Knee lift other side. 4, 3, 2. Center. Heel to the bottom. Lift up. 4, 3, 2. Back to center and hold. Let's try sets of 8. Those transitions were pretty fast, I know. All right, let's take it to the side. We're gonna do it for 8 now. Ready? 4, 3, 2. Lift the knee for 8. Both arms. Back to center, cross. Other side, 8. Both arms. Back to center for 4, heel to the bottom for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to center and cross. We're gonna add another one. This time, you're gonna take your leg forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So wide forward, close back, wide forward, close back. Feel free to go as slowly as you like. You can go open, open, back, back. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, you decide. Now, here's the thing. This is where the work is. As you take your legs back, you're gonna come low. And let's try it together. Ready? Open, back, open, back, open, back, open, back. So you're lifting the spine and then forward flexion. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Feel that body really warming up. 4, 3, 2, back to center, and now march it up. Lift up through that spine again. We're going to use the other leg and go forward and back. Nice and easy to start. Just get that happening really solid. Remember, as you bring your legs back and together, we're going to hinge slightly forward, engage your core, and work a little harder. In 3, 2, 1. This time when you take it back, take it low. Low, lift, low, lift, low, lift, low, lift, low, lift. That's it. Keep that core really strong. The deeper you go into that low position, the better and harder you're working. 4, 3, 2, nice work, march it up. All right, we're gonna put it all together. We're gonna do sets at 8. We need to do sets at 8. It's early in the morning for most of us. Ready? Step touch, here we go. Step. 1 more, 4, 3, 2, knee lift, remember 4, single on, and then double on. 4, 3, 2, back to center cross. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, single, here we go. Both arms, 4, 3, 2, back to center just for 4, and then heel to the bottom, right here for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ready to march, yep. Ready, open, close, open, back up, open, back up, open, back up. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, marching center, 4, 3, to the other side. Ribbit, open, back up, open, back up, open, back up. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, last time, right here, and march up. Lift up through that spine, pump your arms. Now take the legs out, little shuffle. Nice, easy shuffle. In and out, in and out. You guys should be super familiar with these movements. I keep using them because they're really effective for your warm-up because of the exercises that are gonna follow. So here it is. Focus as you take your legs out on coming deep into that position. So you're dropping down as you go up. Let's do it slowly. So it's low, in, low, in. Look at my spine. Low, in. Pick up the tempo when you're ready. Pick up the tempo when you're ready. Keep that engagement through the core. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Chest is open, belly button pushed in. 4, 3, 2, back to center, lift up through that spine, march. We're going to do exactly the same, change the lead leg. Ready? Out and in. Nice and easy to start. Just get comfortable with that pattern. Ready to work harder in 3, 2, here we go, low out, low and in, low and in, low and in. Lots of spine, core work. Feel that back really warming up. Feel the body warming up. Feel those legs engaged. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, last one, back to center, march it up. We're gonna put it all together and then we're done with the warm-up. Don't worry, we're gonna do sets of 8. Ready? All right, let's do the step touch. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1 knee, lift up. Both arms, back to center. 4 more, 4, 3, knee goes up right here. Both arms, back to center. Remember the heel goes to the bottom. Lift up now. 4 more. Back to center, right here. March it out, right here. Remember, forward and back. When you go back, you're coming low. Open, drop, open, drop, open, drop. With me now, let's take it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holding center. Pump up the arms. Same movement on the other side. 4, 3, 2, and open, back, open, back, open, back. Ready for 8 more? 8, 7, 6. Remember, you can choose your tempo. Give me 1 more. And lift up, march it out. Remember, out and in. So low and in, low and in, low and in. Give me 8 more. Out, out, low, low. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Back to center. Ready for the other side in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it. Low, up, low, up. That's it. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2. Holding center and march it up. Inhale. Exhale. You are warmed up. Have some water. Keep your weights close to you. We're going to start with heavier weights because we're going to do bicep curls. And then we're going to go to lighter weights because we're going to do tricep extensions. So, first exercise. Remember, we're doing 2 now. First one is forward lunge. And then we're going to do bicep curls. And then double leg dip, which is this one. You hinge and you draw up. So, first forward lunge. Second, hinge. We're doing combinations today. All right. Still 32 minutes of hard work. Just a little more variety. Grab those weights. I'm going to do sideways. Forward lunge. Nice long spine. Engage that core. Here we go. Alternate your legs. Alternate. Alternate. Knee over your toe. Long straight spine. March it out. Now, drop your weights in front of you. You're going to draw your hip back. Feet shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1. Roll over, long straight spine, and lift. Hinging from the waist. Pull that belly button into your spine. You're going to feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Drive up, drop down. Small bend in your knee. Give me one more. Come up, and we're going to return to those forward lunges, alternating legs. Long straight spine, feet narrow. Here we go. Forward and back. Alternate. Forward and back. Forward and back. Think about exhaling as you come forward. Exhale. Exhale. One more. Nice work. All right, march it out. We're going to go into our second exercise. Hinging from your waist, draw your hip back. Ready? Soften your knees, drop, and straight lift. We call these straight leg, but honestly, you're better off to have a little bend in your knee. Very small bend. Draw the hip back, draw the belly button in. Now, if you're really flexible, you might even touch the floor. Last one, right here. Tap it in. We're going to the alternating forward lunge. Ready? Shoulders back, engage that core, bicep curl. Here we go. Dropping forward, lifting up, alternate. Make sure your knees are tracking forward and your knees over your toe on that forward lunge. Shoulders down. Nice work. One more. Great job, everyone. Okay. Engage that core before you even think about hinging. Now, this is my legs locked, and this is with a nice little bend in the knee. That's the one I want. Draw back, drop, and then lift straight up. Drop down, and lift straight up. Think about exhaling as you release and go towards the floor. Give me one more. And lift up, march it out. Back to alternating forward lunges. Ready? Shoulders down. Here we go. Forward. If you have any issues with your balance, I would find a spot on the floor or on the wall and just focus on that spot. Keep your hips square and lunge. And release now. Feet shoulder width apart, hinging from your waist. Remember, release the weights forward. Last one right here. Hinge, drop forward, and then lift up. Drop forward, and lift up. We're going to go from here to a narrow squat. And we're going to combine that with a single leg hinge. Like we're doing here double, we're going to do a single. Lift up, march it up. Okay, ready? We're going to hold our weights right in front of us. We're going to lift the weight straight up, narrow squat, deep, 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 and then draw down. Now, if this is quite challenging for the upper body with the weights, lower the weights. Your hands are slightly below the shoulders. That's it, nice work. Last one, keep the weights forward. Now you're gonna just use one leg and you're gonna hinge forward from your waist. Remember, that core is giving you lots of stability. Draw the belly button in. So, lift, hinge, and draw up. hinge, and draw up. Hinge, and draw up. Hinge, and draw up. One more. And release, nice work. March it out. Back to that narrow squat. I'm gonna go sideways, drawing my hip back, coming as deep as I can into that squat. Here we go. Lift. Notice the height of my arms. And lift up. Drop down slowly, recruit, and drive up. Use your glutes to help you. Drop back, engage your glutes here, and drive up. Drop back, and drive up. Now use the opposite leg. This is the one I have issues with. One is usually stronger than the other. So, hinging from my waist, finding a spot to focus on. I'm lifting up and coming. So we're going to do a pendulum. So lifting up and drawing the leg back. Single leg, pendulum lift. Come as deep into that as you can. All right, release, march it out. Ready? Let's go back to that narrow squat. Engage that core. Here we go. Slow down, hold and engage. Drive up with your quads and your hamstrings and your glutes. Draw down, lift up. Nice work. Exhale down, draw up. Exhale down. Last one, draw up. We're back to the single leg pendulum lifts. Ready? Soften your knees slightly. Choose one leg. Focus on a spot on the floor. You're going to lift and hinge and tap. Hinge and tap. Hinge and tap. Hinge and tap. One more. Hinge and tap. March it out. You will find that that engagement through your core will really help your stability. Okay, ready? Narrow squat. Here we go. Lift, drive up. Lift, drive up. You're noticing that you're also really working your shoulders, your forearm, upper body work, lower body work. Release it. We're going to do one more single leg lift. Ready? Make sure it's the opposite leg. Find that spot helping you with your balance. Here we go. Lift and draw up. Drop down and lift. Drop down and lift, keeping that foot rooted onto the floor, squaring out your hips. Draw the belly button in. March it up. Now, I would go lighter weights. We're going to our sumo squat and then curtsy. Those are the combinations we're using. Rotate your feet out, center your weights, lift up, and then extend as you draw in with the inner thigh. Nice long straight spine. Limit the hinge you have through the waist. I want you to try and keep that spine really strong and straight. Draw the arms back to center. Second exercise, remember we're doing combinations, is the curtsy lunge. Going back and alternating. Wide stance again. Now, sit back. Wide stance, sit back. Wide stance, sit back. Wide stance, sit back. My weights are to the side for this one. Focusing on that drop down and drive up, march it out. All right, rotate your feet out. We're going to triceps again. Coming deep into that sumo squat. Ready? Pull up and extend as you draw in with the inner thigh. Really activate the inner thigh. Now, when we go to curtsy lunges, feel free to keep your weights to the side. If you're able to, we're going to continue to do the tricep extensions. Out, draw in, step it in. Okay, choose the opposite leg to start with a curtsy lunge. Draw up, ready? So drop down, draw in. drop down, draw in. If you find this too challenging with the arms and legs, forget about the arms, not important. Keep the weights right beside you and focus on driving and working that lower body. Last one, nice work, march it out. Wide stance, knees to the corner, focuses on engaging the inner thigh. Ready? Draw up, drop down. Now, extend, extend. Notice the upper arm stays still. All the movement is coming from the lower arm. I'm pressing out, pressing out, pressing out. Last one, out, draw in, bring it through. Opposite leg, rotate the feet wide, curtsy lunge, lift up. Ready? Lunge back, draw through the center. Back, draw through the center. Nice. Be aware of the work that is happening in your glutes as you sit down and drive up. Last one. Center, release the arms, march it out. Yes, you should be feeling your triceps. Nice wide stance. Don't forget about focusing on that inner thigh. Draw up, drop down, extend out and in. Nice work. Really activate that inner thigh. Come as deeply into that low position as you can. We've got one more curtsy lunge. Hold out, draw in, step it in. Starting with the opposite leg again. Nice wide stance. Arms up, draw back and through the center. Draw back and through the center. We're going to do pendulum lunges. That's forward and back. One side and then the other side. All right, so right here, release the weights. Focus on lengthening your spine. We're going to lunge with one leg forward to start. So lunge forward, tap, lunge back, tap, lunge forward, tap, lunge back, tap. Yes, you're going to feel your hamstrings and your glutes. One more. Forward, back. March it up. Other side. Lift up through your spine, relax your shoulders. Forward, nice long spine, back. Forward, tap, back, tap. Forward, tap, back, tap, march it up. You're gonna find you get more comfortable with this. It usually takes a couple of times. So this time, really lift up, find that focus, lunge forward, deep into the lunge, tap, and then back, tap. Forward, take it slowly. Exhale as you go down, walk it up. We're gonna do one more, and then I want you to get heavier weights. We're gonna do upper body work. Ready? Lift up through your spine. Get ready for that forward lunge. Forward, tap, back, tap. My spine is long. My chest is open. Lots of balance work here. Recruit that core. Keep your hips square. Release. Now, you have the option of using heavy weights or light weights. I should say you have the option of light weights as well. We're going to do extensions. So maybe you want to go lightweight. Okay, so forward, bicep curl. Forward lift, bicep curl, back. Combination. Forward lift, bicep curl, back. March it out. That feels like way too much to think about. Choose something different or just lose the weights. Focus on the lower body. Recruit that core. Ready? Press up, tap, bicep curl back. Press up, bicep curl back. Press up, bicep curl back. Now, make sure the arms are in front of you as you extend. Can you see those weights? Last one. March it out. You got 2 more. Ready? Long straight spine. Pressing up, bicep curl back. Press up, bicep curl back. Press up, bicep curl back. March it out. 1 more of those, and then we're going to come to the mat, and we're going to start out with plank saw. Ready? Last set. Make it really strong. Lunge, tap, reverse, tap, lunge, tap, reverse, tap, lunge, tap, reverse. Give me 1 more. 1 more forward, 1 more back. Lose the weights, come into a plank position. Now, you could do plank with arms long or elbows onto your mat. I would suggest rolling up your mat so it feels comfortable underneath your elbows. Just hold your plank for now. Recruiting that belly button. Nice. Now drop the knees. Give yourself a nice little reprieve. Second exercise, same position. We're going to do mountain climbers. Ready? So tap in, go your own place, mountain climbers. We're back to those combos. Instead of 1 exercise 8 times, we're alternating 2 exercises in those 4 minutes. All right, drop the knees, draw back. We're coming back to the plank, except this time we're going to do plank saw. So come into the plank position. Now, you're going to bring your body right forward so that you're on your tippy toes. Feel the engagement through your shoulders. Draw back, flex your foot. Come all the way forward. Draw back. Notice my back is long and straight, and it is immobile. Release the knees, come back. Now, if that is too challenging for you, your option is to use the plank and also to come onto your elbows. Ready? We're going to mountain climbers. Lift up, and let's mountain climb. I would look down at my mat when I'm mountain climbing, and I would draw in that belly button, square up the hips, and keep that spine very, very stable. Release, draw back, take a little moment. All right, let's get ready. We're going to those plank saws. Ready? Draw in the belly button, come right on your tiptoes, forward, and then draw back with your heel. Right on your tiptoes, and back with your heel. Flexion. Draw forward, come back, hold, release your knees, stretch back. Back to plank position, mountain climbers. Ready? Go as slowly as you like. You can just walk one leg and then the other one. So you can just tap and tap and tap, or you can go quicker. Choose your own tempo, whichever one you feel confident in. Thinking about engaging through that core and stabilizing your back throughout. Release, go back. We're coming back to our plank saw. Ready? Stabilizing, square out the hips, drawing the belly button. Now come all the way onto your tiptoes. Feel the engagement through the shoulders, and then draw back with the heel. Forward, and back. Forward. Last time, back. Release the knees, and sitting back. Last time for your mountain climbers. Ready? Start out with that strong plank position, squaring out your hips, engaging your core. Here we go. Tapping in. Bring the knees forward. This is a warm-up for our next exercise, those pike tucks that we've been doing. Release, come back. We're going into pike tuck and plank twist. I'll show you, don't worry. First exercise, start out with the plank. Now, draw the hip towards the ceiling so you're tucking it, drawing the waist in. Now take one knee and bring it through your arms and then come back into your pike and then opposite leg through your arms. Drive up, bring it through, drive up, one more, bring it through, come back. Now, come back into your plank. This is the second exercise. Hold. You're going to take one knee towards your elbow and place it back into a plank. Alternate other leg, elbow, place it back into plank. Twist, plank, twist, plank. Using those obliques. One more. Release. You thought it might be easier doing combos? No, it's just different. All right, ready? Pike and tuck. Ready? Pike up, draw the belly button in, take one knee, drive through, and then come up and drive through. Notice that you're in a plank position when you drive through with your knee. This is your plank position. And up and through. Last one. Release the knees softly. Come back. Ready for that twist. Start out with a strong plank. Take one knee, use your obliques to support you, and twist to the corner. And place back and twist to the corner. So, I'm not looking for speed. I want you to be really aware of what you're doing. Twisting that lower body, using your obliques to do it, and placing it back. Release, come back. All right, back to the pike tuck. Start out with your plank. Hips square. Draw all the way up. Nice pike. And then draw through and lift. Plank and lift. Plank and lift. Plank and lift. Plank. Last one. Lift, release, stretch back. Fantastic work, you guys. I know it's hard. Let's come back. Get ready for that twist. So rotate that hip, elbow to the corner, knee to the corner, I should say. Knee to elbow, opposite elbow, back to center. So when you come back to center, come back to a plank. Twist out of the plank and come back to the plank. Twist out of that plank, come back, release your knees. Take a break. You've got one more of each of those. Ready? We can do it. Come on. Start with your plank. Tons of core work in this workout. Lift up, 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 up. Okay, drive through and up. Now with this exercise, it's really easy to use momentum. If you're going faster, it's easier. So slow it down. Slow it down. Nice work. All right. One more plank twist. Ready? Lift up. Plank. Turn. Plank. Turn. Plank. Turn. Plank. We're going to turn over and go to bridges right after this. So it's a quick transition to bridges. Release. All right, coming onto your back, draw your heels right into your bottom and get ready for a set of bridges. Hands on the floor. Drive up and tap. Drive up and tap. Now, think about bringing your shoulder blades a little closer together. And as you lift, draw your knees away from your hip. So draw your knees away and tap. Draw your knees away and tap and take a little break. Deep inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. Now take one leg, cross it over. Knee to the corner. Now, same movement, drive up and tap. Drive up and tap. We call this a figure 4 bridge. Creating the number 4 with your legs, focusing more on one side. Give me one more. Lift, drop the leg, release. We're going to come back to both legs driving up. Ready? Lift up and tap. Draw up and tap. Now, focus on really engaging your glutes as you lift. Glutes and hamstrings, drive up and small tap. Drive up and small tap. Give me one more. Drive up and small tap. Now, opposite leg crosses over. Create that figure 4. What it does is it usually requires you to take your heel a little away from your butt, which is fine. Find a position you're comfortable with, and then you're driving up. The leg that's on the floor is carrying the load. So this is a little more challenging. Lift up, release, give me one more. Draw up, release, place the leg down, coming back, both legs on the floor. Here we go. Up and tap. Up and tap. Nice work. Exhale, up. Exhale, up. One more, lift up. And release. Cross the leg over for that figure 4. Maybe move that heel a little further away from your bottom. And then lift up and release. Lift up and release. Pay attention to what leg you're lifting over so that you use the opposite leg when we repeat this for the last time. And release, place your foot down. One more set, double legs, both feet on the floor. Create a nice arch in that lower back. Ready? Exhale up, and release. Draw that hip as high as you can. Really recruiting your glutes. I want you to power up. Exhale. Release. Now, the opposite leg. This is the last figure 4 we're going to do. Ready? Create that wonderful arch in the lower back. Drive up with the glutes and then gently tap. Drive up and gently tap. From here, we're going to flip over and go into cactus arms and Superman, Superwoman. So those are the last 2 exercises we're going to do in this series. Release, draw both knees into your chest, coming all the way up, coming all the way down. Now, I want you to be prone on your mat. Your arms are floating above the mat, slightly in cactus arms. This is what we call a cactus arms. You're going to lift away and then float on top of the mat. You're going to draw the arms away and float on top of the mat. You're going to draw the arms away and float, and then you're going to take a break. Now, with Superman, Superwoman, you're creating a big, strong V with your arms, and you're lifting your arms and legs at the same time. Ready? Look at your mat, look at your mat. Draw up and release. 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 Now, keep your feet flat on the floor. Focus on floating your arms out. Look at your mat or slightly in front of you. Don't hyperextend that head. Ready? Draw back and float. Draw back and float. Draw back and float. Draw back and float, and take just a moment to relax. All right, get ready for that Superwoman, Superman. Ready? V with the arms, V with the legs, lifting together. Lift up, hold, and gentle release. 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 Let's take that little moment. Get ready for your cactus arms. Float the arms above, elbows out from the shoulders, draw up and release. Think about expanding through your chest, keeping your head and neck in neutral, and expand through that chest as you lift. Opening up that chest, drawing the shoulder blades together. Ready? Draw the shoulder blades together and release. Take that moment again. Ready for Superman, Superwoman? Big V. See if you can hold it for 20 seconds. Ready? So lift up and see if you can hold it. Feel free to release it. You don't have to hold it. You can just release it and go down and up. But see if you're able to maintain that contraction. Feel the glutes engage all of the muscles along your spine as well as your shoulders, and then take that little break. One more cactus arm. Ready? All right. Float those arms up and lift and slow release. Lift and slow release. Lift and slow release. Lift and slow release. You have one more. That's it. One more to go. Ready? If you're able to hold it for 20 seconds, I want you to try. Let's go. Ready? Exhale up. Shh. Hold. Feel that power. If you're able to lift the arms a little more and the legs a little more, try that. This is the last exercise. Keep breathing. Place your hands next to your shoulders. Draw your body up and come right into a child's pose. Create tent fingertips and draw back and feel that wonderful stretch along your spine. This should feel so good, everybody. Now, hold that stretch. Hold that stretch. Two things I want you to think of. One, draw that belly button in. Once you have that, create a little arch in that lower back. So create a little, rather than flat, create a little Japanese bridge. Then hold that stretch through child's pose. So just two small changes. Now come all the way up. Place your hands directly below your shoulders. Take your knees about the width of your hip. So you should feel really stable. You can have nice wide fingertips. Ground your hands. Now, all I want you to do is to sink back. That's it. Come all the way back. Nice work. And then come all the way forward and drop the hips slightly. So go back and draw the hip forward. Yes. Now, if you're really flexible, you can take your hands a little further away, and that'll allow you to come further forward. So you can decide if you're ready for that. So the further your hands are away from your shoulders, the more flexibility and movement you can get. But you need to decide if that's where you should go. The entire time you're doing this, your core is totally engaged. You're drawing your belly button into your spine, and you're absolutely in control. Drawing through the hip, and then drawing all the way back. Drawing through the hip, press that hip forward, and draw back. Let's do 4 more. I don't want you to go faster. I want you to feel that range of movement. This should feel nice on your back and on your hip. Give me 2 more. Feel the extension of that back as you draw your hip back. Yes, 1 more. This time I want you to hold it back. Nice. Now come back into your child's pose. Draw all the way back Now, press the belly button into your spine and create that little rounding in the lower back. Do you feel a little more flexibility? My hope is that you do. Now come back, place one hand below the shoulder. Take your knees a little wider so they're hip distance apart right here. Now take one hand and I want you to creep it through and all the way under. And as you do that, you're bending the opposite elbow and you're twisting the spine through. Now, depending on your flexibility, you can come far through or you can just come a little bit through. You're going to be very aware of where you can go and you're not going to force anything. You're twisting through that spine and you're going to feel a little pull on that lower back. Now, stay here and draw the hip back a little more. That should feel a little less pressure on the lower back. So feel free to do that or come back to where we were. If you're in a more forward position, you're going to feel a deeper stretch, but it is going to add a little more to that twist of the lower back. So adjust and modify if you need to. Come back to center. Place one hand below the shoulder. Take the other arm. Gently turn, 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 and twist through. So you're twisting through, and you're being very careful and gentle with it. I'm going to go just as far as I need to go to feel a wonderful stretch right through that lower back. Now, if this feels like a little too much for me, I just draw my hip back a little more and take the pressure off. If it feels good, then stay upright, more upright, and hold that original position. Feel that wonderful stretch through the spine. And one more time, come all the way back, hands below the shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Now, I want you to drop your head through your arms and arch your back right up, creating wonderful space through your shoulder blades and a beautiful arch in that lower back. Now, in this position, draw your hips slightly forward, slightly forward. There you go. Now, draw the hip all the way back and come back to tabletop. Try it again. Drop your head, draw the spine towards the ceiling, create lots of distance between your shoulder blades, come as high as you possibly can. Press that belly button into your spine. Nice shallow breathing. Stay right where you are. Now, draw the hips slightly forward. Push the hips forward. Hold. Feel the activation of your abdominal muscles. You are working your abs. Ready? Draw the hip back and feel that release. Come forward. Tabletop. Nice work. Okay, now we're going to drop the spine and the belly button towards the mat, creating a cow. So you're creating an arch in the opposite direction. Now, in this position, I want you to look at your mat and think about expanding through your chest a little more. If you're able to lift that tailbone even more, lift it more. Nice work. Now, come back and release and return to tabletop. One more time. Drop that belly button towards the mat. Draw that tailbone right towards the ceiling. Expanding through your chest. Looking slightly in front of you. Can you lift the tailbone up just a little more? And exhale and draw the hip back. And return to tabletop. Nice work, everyone. Okay, let's lie flat on the mat. Legs extended. Relax the shoulders. Right here. Draw one leg in, lift the other leg, place both hands on your hamstrings and gently bring that leg towards your chest. And hold, stretching out your hamstrings. If you have a towel, place the towel just above the bend in your knee and use the towel to help you with that stretch. I find using a towel a lot more effective. Now, take that same leg, cross it above the opposite knee. Make sure the knee is angled out so you have that figure four. Then you can grab your towel, place it around the other hamstring, and bring both towards your chest. You can use your hands or your towel, whatever you prefer, and feel a wonderful stretch through your glutes. That's where I want you to really feel the stretch. Now, if you can, lift the buttocks away from the mat and create a little arch in the lower back. Feel a nice little release and lifting away. Stretching out that lower back just a little bit. And gently release the leg down. Don't just drop it, I want you to slowly release. Nice work. Let's do the other side. Start with legs extended. Opposite leg extended. Your hands are going to be right on the right leg already. All right, now gently pull towards your chest. Keep your buttocks on the floor. You can have a small bend in your knee, but keep that leg nice and long. And draw it towards your chest. When you feel the heat coming into your hamstrings, you know you have that sweet spot. Keep the buttocks on the floor, don't lift up. If you prefer, you could even extend the other leg, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Now, bend the other knee if you've extended your leg. Cross over, take your towel or your hands around the opposite hamstring, and you're going to bring both knees towards your chest. Pull in. And once again, feel that wonderful glute stretch. Keep the knee out, so you're keeping that figure four as you draw those knees towards your chest. Now, lift the buttocks away from the mat and feel that wonderful stretch in the lower back. Maintaining lots of control. And once again, we're going to gently, gently, gently release and back onto the floor, right here. Now in this position, you're going to roll over to one side and you're going to lift your body up, however you get up. It doesn't have to be pretty at all. All right, fists on the side, tuck your feet under, drive up with your legs, coming into that upright position. Once again, soften your knees, engage the core, lift up through your spine, big inhale, big exhale, big inhale, big exhale. Roll your shoulders back, look for the change in the workout next week, see if you like it, give us some feedback. We're just gonna try some new things in November, why not? Thank you so much for coming, you guys. Have a great day, or whenever you use this workout. Great job. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, Catherine. Jennifer, awesome. Love you, girls. Take care, you guys.